What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Got a quick one for you. I'm trying out a new camera, so I wanted to see how it worked. But we're going to talk about two things real quick here. Try to make the video about 10 minutes or so. We're going to talk about the Mac R.B.R.T bits and my experience with them thus far, actually putting them to day-to-day use here. Oh boy, we've got the little fella in here with me, and he is going crazy. Hey, he's like a mountain goat. He's like a billy goat over here. You see this little guy? He just jumped up there. He's checking things out. Anyways, oh boy. I mean, what are you doing, little fella? What are you doing? Come on over here and say hi to everybody. Tell everybody hi. This is Henry. Henry's my little buddy. He's a Jack Russell Boston Terrier mix, and he is mischievous as all get out. He wants to get in the toolbox. He likes tools too. So, anyways, sorry about that interruption, guys. Henry, you go ahead and get down there. He doesn't like the cold weather. Anyways, he's gonna jump up. You stay down. All right. So, anyways, that was unexpected interruption, but hey, we aren't professional videographers. We're only here doing real tool reviews and stuff like that. So, anyways, like I said, we're going to talk about the R.B.R.T bits from Mac Tools and actually using them for a couple days and how I've absolutely been just blown away by how great they are. And I don't know how standard bits have made it this long without being changed, to be honest with you. And granted, once again, I know it seems like snake oil, but I'm out here in the garage. It's a little chilly, so sorry if I have the sniffles a little bit. But these things are absolutely blowing my mind, just probably on how many fasteners that I've ruined over the years. I'm just trying to get past this. So anyways, that's the first thing. The second thing we're going to talk about is that I'm not biased to one brand of tool. You know, I believe wholeheartedly that you honestly can have a selection, and that buying from one tool vendor doesn't necessarily make it your end-all be-all in what you need to use. There, you know, Snap-on, Matco. You know, I just bought some Capri thin wrenches. Those things, I actually use them. Wow, I'm absolutely blown away with them too. They are phenomenal. You know, different brands of swivel sockets I went through over the years. You know, I've tried pinless designs and all that stuff that's coming out. You got Steelman, Lang, you know, I mean, all these companies, OEM, Tools, all these companies, there's just so many great tool companies nowadays. But the problem is that if I'm going to like a tool, it better have some longevity behind it. And that being said, you know, you know, I'm just not going to stand behind somebody who comes out with a new tool and says it's professional grade, because I don't buy that. That to me is snake oil. They don't have the time and research in behind something to call it professional grade. In order for something to be professional grade, I think you have to have some kind of deal in the tool world where you do that. So, nonetheless, you know, that's kind of all. That's the second topic. And I'm pretty much done with that, really, right then and there. I just want people to know that this channel doesn't want to, we're not going to be sticking to, and I'm not taking, you know, I'm taking into consideration what works. You know, something that is great, I want to pass along that information. These R.B.R.T bits, I don't think have gotten their spotlight. And in the light of all the other tool stuff going on, this has been overlooked. So, without ado, I'm going to go into talking about these R.B.R.T bits and just how phenomenal they are, and just what exactly. And to do the first comparison, we're going to use a Mac socket. Let's see here. That is a Mac socket, a 5mm Allen bit. And we're going to use the R.B.R.T bit, which is also a... Oops, I didn't realize that was upside down. It's called a H5T is the part number on this one. H5T1 or just an H5. Oh, wait a second. The part number's on here. MH5MM So, I don't know if you can read that. This camera might be working better than my old one, and hopefully, you can see my snot dribbling on my nose. You know, anyways, let's go over and let's look at this. So, what I've got here, I've got a 5mm socket. And if you look at, let me just get this up here. Yeah, this camera looks like it. If you look at the slop in this socket, this would be a standard 5mm Allen head. You know, in a fair comparison, it's against the Max socket. Let me see here if I actually have. My nose is running. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. So this is a bench top. So this is a Taiwan socket. But anyways, that's not really going to matter in this test. So this R.B.R.T, and then if you look at these bits here, you see how these are cut, okay, versus a standard Allen. See how they're very square, okay, and these ones are more Torx looking, which they're not. But you see how they're spiraled, and they're cut so that they get the most surface area to the wall. Okay. Now if you look at these when they go in here, you'll notice these things are super tight. And I'm not putting any pressure on this, just so you can tell. There is no play or take up of this bit. I mean, even when I wiggle it like that. See how it doesn't wiggle? And just for another fair comparison. See that? See how that wiggles? So, I'm not saying that these things are the end-all be-all, but when you're talking about a fastener that's a little bit rounded, or it's been worn out from use or whatnot, these things are going to eliminate you from having to, you know, from having to worry about that stripped out fastener, costing you more time, more money, especially when you're on flat rate, to make that. So that was kind of my, I just wanted to go over that because I was, you know, I've been using these things and I've just been noticing, especially on some fasteners that have been, you know, looking like they were wore out or whatnot. I'm just absolutely astonished by how great these things are. That's rounded, you know, if you've got some fasteners that are worn out or stripped out, especially when you're talking about some of these smaller bits, you know. But this kit right here, and there's another set that goes up bigger than this, which I'm going to be getting that set. But this set right here I bought because of gunsmithing reasons, and that it would work in some of the automotive applications. But mostly these bits right here, because in most of my guns that I work on, and I don't do it professionally for anybody. I work on them for myself, you know, for competition. But it's small Torx, small Allens all day long, and they've got red or blue Loctite on them. So they're extremely difficult. So then we're going to go over and look at the Torx bits real quick. And I just wanted to throw this out there. So this is another Mac. This one is a XST40 R.B.T. And this is a T40. I'm thinking this new camera is working out pretty good because I feel like you guys can see. And once again, look at these, how these are cut versus a normal Torx. So here's a normal Torx. And this is just a cheap Torx bit because I forgot to bring home the right stuff. You see how very star-shaped that is, very pointed. And we're going to show you on this 10mm, or 6mm, sorry. 6mm socket, which fits into the 40. Once again, how loose this is. Oh boy. We got the mountain goat back. He's getting restless. He doesn't like being confined in the garage here, I guess. Anyways, yeah, you can see how it's just got a lot of play there. All right. Let me set that guy right there. And we're going to put this on the T40 socket. Now, watch when this thing goes in here. You can see that when it slides in there, it makes positive contact and doesn't move. It is really tight fitting and really makes good positive contact. And to show this, I've got a 6mm wrench. So I'm going to show you real quick. Granted, this one's got a little bit of fuzz in it. But we're going to... Oh, we got to get with it. Anyways. We're going to show you. See how this... See how that star states in there? This is a 12-point wrench. Did you see how that really sits in there and engages in that fastener? Now let's look at the R.B.T. and just watch the difference in how it sets in there. See how that touches more positively into the walls of that wrench versus the T40. I mean, it really leaves a lot. You know, plus it's super, look at that. Super loose. I know this isn't the exact science, but, you know, you can definitely tell the difference. You know, and then, look, there's no play on this. So, that's my take on it. I don't know that I can really... Oh, the little rascal is just freaking going crazy here, so I'm going to have to wrap this up real quick. But anyways, that's my take on these R.B.R.T bits. I don't know that if I show a demo of me actually taking on... I couldn't find any fasteners, and I just wanted to put out another video real quick so there's just something else out there for you guys to see and know that I wasn't just pushing these things as snake oil. I'm not endorsed or sponsored by Mac and nor these bits. I just truly believe that the product is excellent, and that's all that that's all I'm looking to show. It's something different, new content, something that I haven't seen from anybody else out there. So, and you know, I've got more things from Mac that I want to show, especially showcase their, you know, some of their stuff that they have that is exclusive to them. Mac has always made some things I thought that were, you know, interesting. They have these little die grinders here that I've used. Not sure what else I have here that I've always had good luck with that are Mac branded. But as far as in the garage, I've showed those sockets before that I have that. Stuff like that. A long time ago, I got some of these right here. These were low torque application plastic insert sockets. Never seen these again, but stuff like that is what I'm all about, is getting stuff that's new and different. So anyways, guys, comment, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Let me know what you think down below, the R.B.R.T bits. Like I said, try them out. They're a great new product. Actually, they're not new. I think they've been out now for a couple years, and I'm just shocked that nobody knows about them. But definitely something you want to get into your toolbox, I believe. I hate Allen and Torx fasteners. They've been the bane of my existence, I feel like, since, you know, forever. I've never liked them. Never understood why people go to them. Now they put them in deck screws and everything else. These things are awesome, and I think that they're going to evolve pretty well into the industry. So, anyways, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, keep on wrenching.